Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to look at the Edexcel GCSE Maths Higher Tier Paper 1 from May 2020. This is question 7 and it's a question about averages and distributions, and it uses stem and leaf diagrams to represent the data. So in this question we can see what we've got is a group of year 9 girls, and we can see that the least height of the girls is 150 centimetres. The greatest height from the girls is 170, and the median height is 165. So what the median means is it's the middle number, which if we were to put them in order from smallest to biggest, it would be the number that was in the middle. So that's the middle value there, 165 centimeters. And one other piece of information we can get from this table of girls' heights is the range, and the range is the difference between the biggest and the smallest. So in this case we can see that if the least height is 150 and the greatest height is 170, we can just take one from the other to get the range. So we can go 170 minus 150, and that will give us 20. So we can see the range is 20 centimeters. And now what we're given is some information about a group of boys this time from year 9, and we're given it in the form of a stem and leaf diagram. So the key represents how this works. So the 15 represents the first 2 digits in the number, and the 8 is the 3rd digit. So if we looked at the next one along there, that 9, that would mean the first 2 digits were 15, and then the 3rd one was 9. So it would be that 9 there actually represents 159. And so one of the first things we can find out from this information is the smallest number, the smallest height for the boys is represented by this 8, and that is actually 158. So that's the smallest. And the largest, because these are in ascending order, is the 2 here, and that's the first 2 digits are 1 and 8, and the 3rd one is the 2 there. So the smallest is 158, and the largest equals 182. So from that, because we are going to compare the girls and the boys in this case, we could also work out what the range is. So we can say, well, the range for the boys is 182 minus 158. So if we work that out, that's 24. And we could also do with, since we've got the median for the girls, the median being 165, we could also do with working out what the median is for the boys. And handily, because it's in this stem and leaf diagram, we can find the middle one just by keep crossing off the ones at either end. So if we cross off the smallest and the biggest, and then go to the next biggest, the next smallest, and the next biggest, and keep going and cross them off in pairs, then eventually what we'll end up with is 1 or 2 numbers in the middle. So there we go, and we're left with this 8 there. So that's the middle number, and that's actually the median for the boys. So from the way the stem and leaf diagram works, that means that's 168. So that 8 there represents actually 168 centimeters. So now what we're asked to do is compare the distribution of the heights of the girls with the distribution of the heights of the boys. So we're looking for probably a couple of pieces of information for this one. So we can say, well, really, because the boys have a bigger median value, so 168 compared with 165, we can actually say the boys are taller on average than the girls, because they have a median of 168 compared with 165 for the girls. And the other thing that we can compare is the range, which tells us how spread out the heights are. So we can see that because the boys have a greater range in height, we can actually say the boys' heights are more spread out because the range is bigger. And that's it. That's enough to get us the 3 marks that's there. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and if it has, please consider subscribing to our channel and giving the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.